Oh my god, it had to be, didn't it? It had to be. There was no other way this was going to happen, was it? Van Dorn, you're getting your pet. And we shall dub him. The events in this video are fictional, as the characters portrayed within. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are merely coincidental and have been created at random by XCOM's name generator. Seriously. Hello, one and all, and welcome to random.org. Yes, this episode, very short episode, I'm going to be using random.org to randomly pick 8 numbers between the number 1 and 22, which will decide which pet those soldiers are going to get. Now, I'm not going to go through the soldiers in the order that they got the Petmaster perk. I'm simply going to go down the list of the barracks and just give them in that order, top to bottom. Now, how the numbers are going to work are, in the event of, let's have an example, please, if you would, random.org, one random number between 1 and 22. 1. Not a very good example, but I will go with it, sure. So, here's your example. 1. Thank you, random.org. Can you give me another number, please? A little bit higher. Okay, 20, that's better. So, for example, number 20 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So whoever got the number 20 would get a zombie. And that's basically how this is going to work. Because our first tier of aliens were sectoids, next tier were thin men, floaters, and seekers. The next tier was chrysalids and zombies, which they should appear before mutons. And technically they did on that landed abductor, even though I didn't include them until now, because we've just been on the Terror mission. And mutons, which although technically they have appeared before the chrysalids and the zombies, if you didn't include the landed transport, I'm not going to look at it that way because mutons are a later tier of enemies which should appear once you've encountered chrysalids and zombies. So these are the tiers I'm looking at, and obviously, as I've said in the past, with each new tier, the previous tier has a higher chance of appearing. So times 4 for tier 1, times 3 for tier 2, times 2 for tier 3. The last tier just being 1. So, random.org, if you could give me 8 numbers please. Now guys, it goes without saying, pretty much like anything that I do in XCOM, I could cheat considering how much I edit, but if you're watching my videos up until this point, then you probably have enough faith to know that I'm not cheating. I could have just clicked this over and over again until I had a nice batch and then done the whole intro over and again. But guys, I'm not cheating. This is going to be a one-off that I'm doing, seeing as I've got so many people that have got the Petmaster perks that need pets. So, let's find out. Now remember, higher numbers are better. 8 numbers please! Hi, hi, hi. I think that's a chrysalid. I think somebody got a chrysalid. Maybe. Well, that sucks. If anybody else is counting, that is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it needs to be above 17 to get a chrysalid or a zombie. I did do a test roll before this to make sure that it would all work out okay, and I got, I think, 2 chrysalids and 1 zombie out of that test roll. Well, balls. Okay, well, I mean, it looks like we've got a drone, number 7, number 17 is a seeker, number 16 is also a seeker, number 1 is our first sectoid. God, 3 7s, really? 3 drones? 3? We've already got a drone. Okay, so another drone. Then number 14 is a floater, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have our first floater as number 14, another drone, and another sectoid. So drone, seeker, seeker, sectoid, drone, floater, drone, and sectoid. Oh, I really, really, really wished I would get a chrysalid. All those custom missions that I've been doing where I start a zombie apocalypse on those exalt missions, I need to roll a chrysalid or a zombie at some point. Come on, game, give me that much. I don't care about the music. I honestly don't care about anything beyond this point, because it's either going to be like having just a random soldier come along like a muton who can just, you know, shoot, suppress, and throw a grenade, or be something cool like a chrysalid or a zombie, or be something ridiculously overpowered like a cyberdisc or a mechtoid, which again, I'm not really hoping for that. I just want madness to enter the missions I go on, in the form of a chrysalid or a zombie. But hopefully with higher tiers of enemies appearing, each previous tier will have a higher chance to appear, so that's just how it is, I'm afraid. I think between chrysalids and zombies being 4 in total, and the total of them were 22, what's that, like a 1 in 5 chance of rolling a chrysalid or a zombie? 1 in 5 random.org, really? You couldn't feel it in you to roll a 1 in 5 out of 8 chances? 8 chances. 1 of them should have been a chrysalid or a zombie. Come on. Well, those are the numbers. Let's go hand out those pets. Okay, let's see who gets what. Now, as upset as I was that I didn't get a chrysalid or a zombie, let's be honest, I got 2 seekers, and that is pretty damn good in of itself. I have to point out, with a seeker, it does make a lot of council missions just outright broken. For example, the dam, where you have to move from point to point and turn on the valves to release pressure and stop everyone from dying. Or the battleship, we have to go from each power cord, disabling it. Or the train, where you have to go from point to point and lay down transponders or whatever and then activate the train. Yeah, the Seeker can actually do those missions by itself, cloaked. It doesn't reveal the Seeker. So, as broken as it is, I'm still going to roll with it because Seekers as of themselves are pretty shit. Their damage is rubbish. All they really serve is vision. That is it. Just vision. And 2 soldiers in the entire squad to have that ability, I'm okay with it. So, first up, we have Johnson, who gets Petmaster perk. Now, I was going to ask you guys what each of the pets should be called, but let's be honest, Dwayne Johnson's drone is simply going to be called The Rock. Yes, this is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. If somebody's got a better idea what Dwayne Johnson's drone should be called, you let me know. I will be happy to oblige if it is that good. But for now, Johnson, you've got a drone. It's called The Rock. Not a very good pet, considering that we now have 4 of them. But it's time for those Seekers. So first up, we have Burt Reynolds, our scout. Yeah, you're not getting those 2. Petmaster perk for you. And you get a Seeker. Now, I can't really think of any good name for Burt Reynolds' Seeker here, so guys, again, let me know in the comments below what you think Burt Reynolds' Seeker should be called. For now, let's just put Seeker there, just so that I remember you have a Seeker. Next up, we have Owen Wilson. You have been waiting a long time for this, my friend, and it is incredibly lucky that a sniper gets a Seeker. Petmaster for you, and also, Neural Dampening, no, So Shall You Fight, no, and So Others May Live. Okay, well, between these 2, it's going to be So Others May Live. +1 aim and +1 will for any soldier that comes along the mission, with Wilson assuming he's an officer, which I may turn him into just to make use of that perk, and assuming we don't lose anybody, which, I mean, we haven't yet, so it should be okay. But yeah, Neural Dampening, no, I'm not really feeling it. Sorry, Neural Dampening, I've got to say no to you. So, it's just going to be So Others May Live. I think without him being an officer, the game will kick this perk out of his perk tree. When we get back to base, it will make this bar appear as if we need to pick a perk again. But if that's the case, I will just remember for the next time. So Others May Live for you, and 42 will at Corporal. I think I'm going to have to check to see whether that is good enough to become an officer. You can be some form of support officer, maybe. Maybe I'll give you a marksman rifle so you're not that far behind the back of the squad, so you can still move up and give a command. But I don't know. Yeah, for now, it's that. And you also get your Seeker. Again, I've got no name in mind for the Seeker for Wilson, so if you guys have any ideas of what that Seeker should be called, you let me know. Wilson, it's good to have you back. You have been waiting for that Petmaster perk since Mission 2. Congratulations. Next up, we have Perry, who gets our first sectoid. Science Inspiration or Smart Macrophages. Well, I guess at this point, considering that I rolled all the pets, it's kind of predetermined now that I've chosen Petmaster for everyone. I should double check what everyone's perks were. Science Inspiration is very good, and Smart Macrophages is very good. But I have rolled all the pets already. If I wasn't going to choose Petmaster on everyone, I should decide that beforehand. So, yep, you are giving up Science Inspiration for a sectoid. But hey, sectoids have Mind Merge, which isn't that bad. It's going to be handy when you come on a mission with Van Dorn. So, Tyler Perry gets a sectoid. Oh my god, it had to be, didn't it? It had to be. There was no other way this was going to happen, was it? Van Dorn, you're getting your pet. And we shall dub him... God damn it! Oh! Why? I can't change your name. Suffice to say, Van Dorn's drone is obviously going to be called Van Drone. There's not even questions about it. Guys, don't even write in the comments what you think Van Dorn's drone should be called, because it's called Van Drone. And that is the end of that discussion. We're moving on. Van Dorn, congratulations on your Van Drone. If it was anybody else, I would be pissed off that you got a drone. But Van Dorn, you get Van Drone. And then Michael Frank, let's not forget about him. You get a floater. Oh, right, I put your YouTube tag as your first name. I mean, honestly, Frank, if you're okay with calling your floater Cookie Monster, you let me know. In the meantime, floater. Frank, say hello to your floater. Then we've got Nerwal, who gets our last drone. Oh yeah, I'll have to remember that at Tech Sergeant, you need to get holo-target him, probably. Or Sapper. Probably holo-target him, because Telekinetic Field was your random rookie perk. Okay, so you get our last drone, Nerwal. Hopefully this will be the last drone of the campaign, because I'm kind of sick and tired of them. Not really that useful. I don't know, maybe I will make sure that a drone comes along on missions where I know they're going to be chrysalids, but come on guys. How many missions do we know there are just going to be chrysalids? Not a lot. Lastly, Lowry, you get another sectoid, which again isn't the worst thing in the world. Even the lowly sectoid has suppression. And honestly, I think I prefer a sectoid over a muton, because sectoids get to have fun with psi perks. Mutons just have a grenade, like an XR operative. You just shoot or throw a grenade, and that's pretty much it. But sectoids, they get to have fun, so I'm not that bitter about getting 2 sectoids. 3 drones on the other hand, on top of the one that we already had. Kind of sour about that. At least one of them went to Dawn. So guys, that is all the pets doled out. I really, really wish one of them would have been a chrysalid or a zombie. That's just gonna have to wait. Hopefully, someone somewhere down the line will get a chrysalid or a zombie, and every single Exalt mission we go on will end up in a zombie apocalypse. Actually, let me check this quickly. Oh, okay. So those promotions didn't count? I'm guessing the promotions count immediately, even though you don't select them? I thought they didn't count until you actually pick them. Well, I thought that we would be much closer to getting squad size 2. I was wrong. But still, we've got a lot of pets. It should mean that from now on, every single mission we go on, we will have an alien pet with us. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Write down in the comments below what you think everyone's pet should be called, besides Van Drone, because that is pretty much set in stone, even though I can't type it into his name. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Yeah, you move up here. Ooh!
No, wasn't thinking about that pod, were you?
Yeah, I was not aware of that pod. That pod, may have, complicated things just a little bit. Showtime. No. God damn it, come here, one of you. Hi. Woo!